Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. As usual, we're excited to have you guys on the channel. Thank you guys so much for always coming back to watch. It means a lot to us. Therefore guys, if you're not yet subscribed, you might want to consider subscribing. If you're new to the channel, you are very much welcome. Kindly give this video a thumbs up as that helps to grow the channel. Do not forget to leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know which gown on this video is your favorite, and you can also share this video with your loved ones because you never know who might need it. As we get to enjoy these gorgeous stunning gowns that we're sharing with you today, we're also going to be sharing with you how to plan a rehearsal dinner. We're going to be giving you tips and etiquette, and also if you want to know where these gowns are from, be sure to check in the description box. So for many couples, rehearsal dinners have evolved into full-blown events, but there is no need to stress about planning your own. With less than 24 hours until you and your partner tie the knot and the arrival of your friends and family, it is really the perfect time to throw a celebratory bash. But there are a few things to consider as you're planning, from creating a seating chart to selecting unique venue and coming up with a perfect menu. You'll have plenty of creative freedom. So whether you host an intimate affair or a larger event, the possibilities are gonna be endless. So traditionally, the rehearsal dinner was given the night before the wedding by the parents of the groom. Everyone in both families in the wedding party and from out of town was invited to the dinner, and it was more formal affair. But like many other wedding traditions, couples are starting to make these prenuptial parties their own. Rehearsal dinner agendas are sometimes much more casual and more intimate, and really the way you plan it is all up to you. In whatever way you choose your rehearsal dinner to kick off the festivities, whether strictly for pre-ceremony practice or a little bit of fun, there are a few key points to think about. So we're gonna be telling you guys about all those key points in the video today. So you have to know that rehearsal dinner may be part of the wedding weekend, but they come with their own set of etiquette rules. So we're going to be answering some of the most common questions. So firstly, who throws the rehearsal dinner? Times are changing. In years past, it was expected that the groom's family hosted and threw the rehearsal dinner, but today it can be the couples themselves or either of the couple's family. Sometimes it will even be a mix of all parties.
There's not much to do when all I can is thinking about you.
Another question we get a lot is who pays for the rehearsal dinner. So under the traditional assumption that the bride's family is footing the wedding bill, generally etiquette suggests that the groom's side organize and pay for the rehearsal dinner. We all know that in modern times, fiancés' etiquette and tradition have expanded and they have changed. But for super traditional couples, this is the general rule of thumb.
I hope that you are safe and that I will see you soon.
So we're also going to be answering the question, what is the best way to invite guests to the rehearsal dinner? And when it comes to rehearsal dinner invitation etiquette, it's not as strict as a wedding invitation etiquette. So while everyone coming should receive some kind of invitation, it doesn't have to be a formal invitation. For a rehearsal dinner, an online invitation or a phone call is perfectly acceptable. Typically, more formal affairs come along with a formal invitation via post, and more casual, laid-back gatherings come with a phone call or an e-invite. We like to include the invite with the main invitation sheet so that the design is cohesive.
When nothing really matters, that's all I wanna do.
So another question we've got quite frequently is, when do you send the rehearsal dinner invitations? So as any organized event, guests should be informed 4 to 6 weeks prior to the date for planning purposes. So rehearsal dinner guest lists cannot be assumed, as some couples opt for immediate family only and others invite nearly half of their wedding guest list. Let your guests know in a timely and considerate fashion.
You're all I know, what I need, and that ain't changing. If I could lay down beside.
Another question we've got for quite frequently is who gets invited to the rehearsal dinner. Generally speaking, you should invite immediate family members, the wedding party, their guests, and sometimes out-of-town guests if they've traveled a long way. Additionally, the officiant and any readers or ushers may be added to the wedding rehearsal dinner guest list. So depending on how large your family and your bridal party is, that can add up to a pretty sizable crowd right there. So beyond that, many couples have also invited extended family and the ring bearer and the flower girl.
See you soon. If I could lay down beside you, I would.
So when do you throw the rehearsal dinner? For traditional Saturday weddings, rehearsal dinner are most often hosted on the wedding's eve, directly after rehearsing the wedding ceremony. So couples that don't have an actual rehearsal often opt to still celebrate with a dinner or a gathering. For the increasingly popular Sundays or Friday weddings, dinners can be hosted the Thursday or Friday or Saturday prior. In regard to timing, plan so that all guests don't have too late of an evening. After all, the main event is yet to come.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
So where should the rehearsal dinner be held? Proximity is key. Aim to have your rehearsal dinner celebration within 20 or so miles of the hotel where your guests are staying and or nearby the actual venue where your ceremony is taking place. You also have to keep in mind that your guests are traveling to celebrate your weekend, so they shouldn't be expected to travel much more than 45 minutes to your rehearsal dinner. Wherever possible, it's always appreciated if you provide clear directions or even transportation.
Say what you wanna say to me now.
So finally, how formal should the rehearsal dinner be? The rehearsal dinner can be formal or informal as you like, depending on your budget and your desires. Many couples try to keep the rehearsal dinner on the theme of the wedding. However, so the dinner feels like an extension of the wedding itself and blends seamlessly into the rest of the weekend. So guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. We're gonna be sharing with you steps to planning a rehearsal dinner in our next video, so make sure that you are subscribed and see you on the next one.